The U.S. and Russia entered a new agreement to try to stop the bloodshed in Syria. Secretary of State John Kerry announced a nationwide truce brokered in February would be restored. But Syria's military only extended the ceasefire in Aleppo by 48 hours. Brutal fighting in that city has killed nearly 300 innocent people over the past 2 weeks. Iran denies it launched a ballistic missile capable of reaching Israel, but its defense minister isn't saying they haven't launched a missile. That vague denial came after reports the Islamic regime test-fired a missile 2 weeks ago with a range of nearly 1,300 miles. The latest test would be the third such launch since the U.S. and other world powers finalized a controversial nuclear accord with Iran, a deal that a top Obama administration official now says was achieved through extensive manipulation of the public and the news media. But as Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen reports, that claim is also being walked back tonight.
In a lengthy New York Times Sunday magazine profile, writer David Samuels quoted extensively from Ben Rhodes to portray the White House Deputy National Security Advisor for Strategic Communications as uniquely powerful in shaping President Obama's foreign policy, as contemptuous of the press and foreign policy establishment, and as downright deceptive in selling the Iran nuclear deal.
There is no evidence that that ever occurred, and what I would encourage you and other critics of the deal to do is to look at the facts.
Samuels accused Rhodes of pegging the deal to the election of Iranian President Hassan Rouhani, a supposed moderate, when the administration in fact launched direct talks with Iran long before that event. Writing on Medium.com, Rhodes said the fact that there were discrete channels of communication established with Iran in 2012 is something that we confirmed publicly. But that's not true. The talks were underway for 8 months at the time of this exchange.
There have been reports that intermittently and outside of the formal P5+1 mechanisms, the Obama administration or members of it have conducted direct, secret, bilateral talks with Iran. Is that true or false?
With regard to the kind of thing that you're talking about on a government-to-government level, no.
We made a concerted effort to provide information about the deal, to push out facts, Rhodes wrote, but Rhodes himself appears to have misled the public about the substance of the deal.
Under this deal, you will have anywhere, anytime, 24/7 access as it relates to the nuclear facilities that Iran has.
I can tell you I never uttered the words anywhere, anytime, nor was it ever part of the discussion that we had with the Iranians.
Ultimately, the Iran deal included anywhere, anytime access only for Iran's declared nuclear facilities and not for suspicious sites, such as the military base at Parchin. Conservative foreign policy analyst Michael Rubin is the author of Dancing with the Devil, The Perils of Engaging Rogue Regimes.
Every administration since the Johnson administration has lied to the public in order to keep diplomacy alive. This isn't lying about the negotiations themselves. This is lying about the result of those negotiations. This is lying.
Late today, we discovered that the State Department's video of its December 2, 2013 press briefing, at which I confronted spokesperson Jen Psaki about the false statement made by her predecessor, Victoria Nuland, the one you saw in my story tonight, has itself, with the use of a white flash, been deleted from both the State Department's official website and from its YouTube channel. In that exchange, Psaki effectively admitted that the administration had lied to me because the diplomacy needed, quote, privacy. The State Department told me just moments ago it cannot explain this deletion and is working to restore the excised material. Brett.